Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, the last show of the year. Can you believe it? Wow. Wow, and looking back on the year that we've had, and I promise you, the happiest moments of my life in this year have been right here in this kitchen. Now, with most traditional celebrations, there is always feasting involved. And hey, since it's New Year's Eve, you either go big or you go home. So you help to celebrate and bring in the new year. We're very excited to show you a really fabulous cheese board that it makes for really easy entertaining. So thanks to Clover Cheese, this cheese board is really big on flavor and will wow your guests. So Clem, I thought this was such a good idea that we're doing a cheese board because you and I never get bored of cheese.
No, never.
We bring it on in every way.
Love cheeses to the max, but this is like, it's not just one type of cheese. That's very important. So when you actually build up your board, it's important to know what cheese tastes like what and how to actually use it.
Yeah.
Are you a professional by now? You know your cheeses,
No,
right?
I know that I love cheese, but when I go shopping for cheeses, I can't remember what are the flavors that match the names.
Okay.
So it's like a cheddar, the yellower one with a sweeter flavor. Like, I don't know that. So can you help me with it?
I really like cheese because for me it's almost like a good wine. You get one type of Chardonnay. It's not all Chardonnay is the same. You get different like types, wooded, unwooded. You know, the complexity changes, and the same is with cheese. So we're gonna let's go through the beginner's guide and the starting point for cheese.
Yeah, cheese for dummies.
If you're getting into cheese, go for Gouda. Gouda is the more tame, creamy flavored cheese. It's your everyday cheese. It's the one you put like in little blocks in your lunchbox.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Super creamy, slightly sweet, which means they're great for like kiddies' toaster sandwiches, you know, the easy things. Then you're moving up to cheddar. So now what I really like about Clover is that they actually put the intensity of the cheeses in a numbered form on the cheese itself. So look at this is our processed Gouda, which is already sliced. Super easy for kids as well. That's mild. It's got a number 2 on it.
Okay, so that means it doesn't have the burn.
I like when you say the burn. That little tingling sensation on your mouth.
Yeah, it's not a burn, but it's
just the culture in the cheese. And you act like the more, I say, experienced you become with eating cheese, you'll start liking those more intense cheeses.
Yes, we're professionals.
Look how we're like talking about cheese.
I know.
My goodness.
We should have the wine to accompany it, but that comes later.
Absolutely. So let's move over to that mature cheddar. It was a number 4. Strong, and that strong, like I said now, is a little tingly, that body of the cheese. That's what it is. So I would use a cheddar, which I say is the next step up from a Gouda, for when you're looking for like cheese sauces. And by the way, blend your cheese when it comes to cheese sauce. Don't use one cheese. Use 10 if you want to. Yeah, absolutely. So I always go with something sharp, like a cheddar, and then something mild, like a Gouda, or like a Tusser's cheese. Or an Emmental cheese. I know you like Emmental cheese. All those nutty flavors blend really well to make cheese sauces. So we made beautiful pizza recently. That was a combination of different cheeses. We've also made little pigs in the blanket. Remember those?
Yes.
We made those earlier, and we used that sliced cheese as well. Nice and mild flavors, because you've got the smokiness of the sausage inside there and the butteriness of the paste on the outside. Goes well with a nice cheese like that. We talk about feta. I love feta. Do you slice it? Cube it, or do you crumble it?
No, I use it with my hands. Feta, crumb, yeah.
Me too. I actually like it. I like the different textures that you get in your mouth when you eat feta.
Yeah.
We've used it in these frittatas over here, but a salad for me is not a salad unless it has feta.
Exactly.
Feta is great. So I also like adding like a whole block to the top of like Greek-style salads, and you kind of break it up, you know? You can judge people on how they break up the feta like that.
Because you know why it's nice to break it up just with with your hands or with a spoon, is because sometimes you get a big chunk and then there are lots of little ones as well. So it's just more variety.
And you know they always say you should never mix cheese and seafood? I completely disagree.
Oh, no, I totally mix cheese.
Feta works so well with seafood. If you think about prawns, like the ones we made earlier, it would go so well with feta. Absolutely.
Yeah,
so that myth is like banished. So another cool guide is the more intense the flavor of the actual cheese, like our mature cheddar over here, you want to compare that with something sweet, like our figs and like our grapes, a little bit of honey. You're counteracting the sharpness of that cheese with a kind of like a flavor on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Think blue cheese works so well with bacon because it's sweet and smoky. So that's kind of like a guideline how to play around with the cheeses that you actually get.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much. So this is our amazing, amazing cheese board, and it is certainly set to impress your guests. And it's just easy to eat, I think. If you're having a party, cheese board, people can just pick while they're drinking. It's the easiest thing to do. So remember, if you need the recipe or any of these, the shopping list as to what we have here with our cheese board, all you need to do is go to our website where you'll find all of it, afternoonexpress.co.za.
Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.